Hello and welcome back to another installment of NB Tech Reviews. So today we have another product from Koopman. This would actually be the third product I reviewed. I've done one on video, one on Amazon, and now I'm doing another one on video. And today we're going to be looking at their HDMI switcher, which supports 4K at 60 Hz, 18 gigabits per second high-speed transferring, and 4 spots for HDMI input. So let's go ahead and get right into the box. So as we open it here, first thing I see is a little message from Koopman. It says, thank you for your purchase and follow us on social media, so on and so forth. There's a 24-month warranty, which you can sign up for. And then of course all the normal stuff you would see with a little thank you package here. So then we have the switcher right on top, encased in plastic. Let's go ahead and open this up. So, first thing to note is that it's a bit long, but it's also made of metal, brushed metal. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 in and 1 out. It's also got digital audio out as well as an auxiliary port for audio, which I will be testing with a soundbar right in front of me here, and also with the little monitor I have set up for my Nintendo Switch, a Microsoft Surface, and a Chromecast. So we'll be trying all 3 of those things. So that's the back of this. It's also got a USB micro for the power input. So on the front, we have here 3 buttons. We've got ARC 2-channel and 5.1 channel, which is the different audio signals you have. Then you also got the IR detector for the remote. You got the select button. Underneath that we have the power brick, which is a USB micro B. Still pretty used. I would love to see USB-C, but it's still a very common adapter. And we also have a little instruction booklet, which shows you how everything works and how to set it up, all the features. So let's take a look at the features real quick. So it says it supports 4 in, 1 out. We've got coaxial output, left and right HDMI, as well as ARC. Got 35mm port. It supports 480i, 480p, 576i, 576p, 720 at 50/60 Hz, 1080p at 50/60 Hz, which is what I'm still currently on. I don't really have any 4K TVs or monitors yet. Something to look forward to in the future. But it also does support 4K times 2K at 20 to 30 Hz with 24-bit RGB. Max bandwidth is at 300 megahertz. Max baud rate per display is 10.2 gigabits per second. It's also compliant with HDMI 2.0, HDCP 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, and 1.1. It supports linear PCM 7, 1-channel Dolby True HD, and DTS-HD master audio. Again, it has a switch, IR panel, and besides the myriad of Dolby formats it supports, that seems to be the main features. It also takes with it audio through HDMI for consoles like PS4, Xbox One, so on and so forth. All right. And then lastly, we have a remote. Now I've actually tested out the previous version of their switcher, and I do like the upgrade to the remote. We'll go ahead and pull a little tab here. So as you can see here, you got raised buttons. They're actually rubberized buttons. Now in the previous version, they have kind of like a sticker overlay with little clicky buttons. I like the raised buttons. It gives it a better feel in my opinion. So what we're going to do now is take a couple minutes, set it up, and then we will get into testing it with my devices. Alrighty, so I've taken a couple minutes and I've got this set up. As you can see already, right now we have Chromecast being displayed on here. A neat feature about this HDMI switcher and the previous version, whenever something is not being played on the TV, it automatically diverts to the last active signal. So for instance, a Chromecast would be your default return signal if you have like a PS4 or like another game console or just something you hook up to the TV. That way whenever you stop playing it just goes directly back to the last active signal. And because Chromecast always has a picture going, it's always going to go back to the Chromecast, which is really nice if you like having Chromecast as like a background for your TV. So with that being said, when we turn on the Nintendo Switch, it automatically switches to that most active HDMI signal, which because it's turning on a game and we're getting started here, it's going to switch automatically over to HDMI. I'm not sure which one that is. I think that's 2. Yes. So it switches automatically HDMI 2. So we should be getting audio here. Let's go ahead and do some tricky towers. Yep. So I will turn the sound bar up. And something else I forgot to mention is that this also has an audio amplifier built within it as well. So, let's do a quick battle, just to get it kind of an example. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm not seeing any delay. I'm seeing crisp, clear visuals. Audio's coming out fine. So far, the audio's coming clearly through the speakers, no issue. I'm able to play with no delays. Whoopsie. Alright. So I think that's enough of playing the Switch. So, let's go ahead and turn that off. Now let's move to something else. I have here my Microsoft Surface hooked up via an HDMI and then an adapter to fit into the video output on here. So for whatever reason, my HDMI to my Microsoft Surface seems to be a bit unusual. I have to manually switch over to it, but it does work fine. We can turn on everything here, go to Internet Explorer. Let's go to YouTube. See how the video looks directly from the Surface here. I'm gonna have to get used to the on-screen keyboard because for whatever reason, my little type cover doesn't want to connect. So this is actually got the audio coming out through my tablet rather than the HDMI switcher itself. Now that could be because it's hooked up through an adapter rather than directly HDMI to HDMI. So that could be the issue. But as far as the video goes, let's mute this here. Again, I'm getting clear images. I don't see any lag. I'm getting good frame rate. Full screen works just fine. I am seeing a bit of a bezel here, but that could be because of the I am seeing a bit of a bezel here, but that could just be because of the outgoing resolution from the Microsoft Surface itself. I think this adapter really has a part to play in the audio not coming out through the HDMI switcher itself and the bezels here. So I'm not going to fault the Koopman switcher for that. So if we look a little bit further in here, again, no lag. I'm getting what it seems to be a constant frame rate. I don't see any glaring frame drops or stutters. It seems to be as smooth as the tablet screen itself. So I would call that a very easy win. Okay, so the final thing to test will be the Chromecast here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a video directly to it from my phone. Now we'll see if the Chromecast delivers audio through the switcher from the auxiliary to the speaker. Yeah, we're getting the audio directly through the soundbar here. Again, not a lot of stuttering. It looks like the resolution's changed, but that's probably because of the screen itself. My face is a bit squished, but I'm still getting clear audio and clear video. So overall, what are you getting for the price of $46.99 from Koopman? You are getting a very nice, well-built HDMI switcher with 4 inputs and 1 output. What it does is very, very handy. It eliminates a lot of the back clutter from your TV, so that way, if you have to use one of those ports on another day when you've got so many already put in there, you've got this that just goes into one, so you can use the rest of those ports. It gives easy switching, and it gives proactive switching too to a lot of devices. From HDMI to HDMI, it goes to the most active signal on the channels that it has, and then it reverts back to the last one that was active. And again, if you have a Chromecast or a Roku that's constantly running, it'll default back to there. So if you turn on your TV, it's got that screen right up there right then. It's also got audio channels between 2, 5.1, and ARC, which I would love to know more about, and I will be doing research myself to find out. And again, you get a nice little remote. I probably won't be using this a whole lot just because the active switching really does what I need it to do, is just switch between the console and the Chromecast. You get different types of audio out for different situations, whether you have a home sound system or you just have a sound bar like I have, or you got a true surround room system. It's going to be able to go to a variety of different ways, and having digital audio out is really, really handy, and it gives a really good clarity as well. So thank you to Koopman for allowing me to review and test this product. I really like how it works. It does its job well. I couldn't find any flaws aside from my own system, which I do believe this little guy is the culprit of. Thank you for watching another installment of NB Tech Reviews.